Good morning, everyone. Happy fucking Thursday. How are we, guys? Welcome to this week's Brady's Let's Talk. I'm Brady.
I'm Ruby.
This week's topic that we're going to talk on is addiction, and I feel like maybe I should say like trigger warning, maybe, because I think there's going to be a few sensitive subjects
yeah.
and things like that. And the last thing that we want to do is set somebody off mentally. So Actually, let me ask you first. Have you got any addictions?
Not addiction. Well, smoke cigarettes. Have for over 10 years. But I wouldn't say, oh yeah, I've got an addiction. But then I suppose I can't just
You can't
give
stop.
up. Yeah,
so you're addicted.
Is, yeah. I suppose so.
That's really only your thing.
Anything else I can give or take. I enjoy going out for a drink, but it's not anything that I have to have. I'm addicted to... Where do I start now, joking? I've got a very addictive personality, which I've known that from a younger age. And I've noticed in my circles of like things that I've gone through in my life, I have an addiction of something at some particular time, then I would give that up. And pick something else
and then
up.
I'd move on to something else. And that is like something that I've just not been able to break. I was an alcoholic when I was 18, 19 and got sectioned in Oxleys, and that took me a long time. So now when I drink alcohol, I'm fully aware of where I can go.
Yeah.
So now I can have a drink indoors. If I'm with my friends, I don't have a limit on how many I drink. But if I'm indoors on my own, then I wouldn't have more than I wouldn't sit indoors and get drunk.
Yeah.
But then I was actually speaking to my husband the other day, and I said, like, so basically I smoked weed to send me to sleep. That was my addiction, and I loved my nighttime habit. Didn't smoke it in the daytime, but absolutely loved it in the nighttime. And I gave that up in July last year, and I found that since I've given that up, I'm now drinking.
You're not excessively though, would you say?
I don't think it's excessively, but does that? I still think that I've got a problem. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's got their, like, some people view addiction is like an alcoholic is someone that is constantly drunk.
Yeah.
Drinking at 6 a.m. in the morning.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah.
But to me, an addiction is when you feel like you have to do it.
Yeah. Do you know what? I see a video the other day on TikTok, I think, of someone saying like an alcoholic isn't someone who necessarily is all day, every day, but it's still that you feel the need to have that every day, or feel the need to have it here, or you think, oh, I don't have to, or I can do this. That you convince yourself that you don't, but when you think about it, and how often you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
making sense.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is that because I suppose because you're my friend, and you're like, oh, I don't think you've got a problem.
No.
But I have been sitting there lately thinking, have I got a problem now? Because I know what I'm like.
Once you drop one, you pick up. But I do think you're really hard on yourself as well. Your nighttime, you weren't hurting anyone. I don't think it was like a...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't doing anything
Not
bad for you. I'm not saying I think you've done really well. I'm not saying that you should start up, but I think you are really hard on yourself, probably because of how you have been with other things. Can you have a bit of a...
I think because I'm such a complicated fucking soul, like, with addiction, like, so I used to self-harm when I was younger. That became an addiction. That was my pain relief. That was...
something that you needed. Yeah.
And then that became an addiction. And then when I turned 18, I was allowed to get a tattoo. So then my self-harming addiction stopped.
I can see that you had an addiction to that.
And then my tattoo addiction started because it was like a form of like... and even now, still, I haven't got a lot of space left, and my pain threshold is definitely fucking gone from when I was younger. But if I'm feeling stressed and things are going on mentally, I want to go and get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Because I want to feel like a bit of... like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
a comfort kind of thing as well.
Yeah, but it is... once again, back to addiction. Yeah. You're addicted to buying your kids clothes.
But that gives me like a... is it dopamine or whatever?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that
makes me feel better. Yeah. That's right. That's a good addiction.
It's called obsessive compulsive buying disorder.
Yeah, I think I have that. Because I feel so good when I'm buying things.
I just feel so depressed after. I don't even feel like I've got no money.
No, because I think, no, it's fine, because look what I bought. So at least the money was used on something. If I don't buy things, the money sits there, it gets spent on shit as time goes through.
Yeah.
If I buy something, I think, well, at least I've got that.
Yeah. So my whole life I've gone through always being addicted to something. I've come off of last year, was addicted to prescribed meds.
Yeah, and look how well you've done with that though as well.
You know, and I'm now at a place where I use them when I need them.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You're mentally, you can, once you're like, I'm going to do something, I'm doing it, you're always cold turkey with everything, can't you?
Yeah.
Straight away, no, that's it, I'm going to do it. And you do put your mind to it.
It's not, I gave up vaping, thought I'd be a social smoker, which by the way, guys, I was a social smoker for a couple of years and I was very happy with that.
Being friends with me.
I would smoke when I'm having a drink, absolutely fine. I would not wake up in the morning wanting a fag or anything like that. I could just be a social smoker. But then when I gave up vaping, I had a bit of social drinking with some smoking, then the
need for
fag
something,
in the morning started creeping out. And now I'm addicted to fags, and then we gave up.
Crashed.
Yeah, we crashed and burned.
About a month. I think I did pretty well.
We didn't
I was vaping instead though, you wasn't.
Vaping.
Yeah. That's still a difference to me. I've smoked since I was about 11.
Yeah. But now we are back on to smoking, fully on smoking. And
it is an addiction really, because when you think about it, a lot of the time I'll have a cigarette and I think that tastes like shit. Absolute shit. But in my head it's like, no, but I need to.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel better.
It's like when I get up and I have my morning coffee, so I'll drink half my coffee.
And a cigarette.
Then I'll go outside,
yeah,
have
so
my
do I.
and then the other half's when I come back in. But then when I was giving up smoking, I sit there and I'm like at the table like,
now what do I do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Like that little 5 minutes of needing that cigarette, it's like my world's
or
ended. Like
after dinner. I'd be like, what do I do now? I've got to sit here full and uncomfortable. I would like to cut down. Maybe just have the ones that I actually enjoy.
I do think about giving up, and I know that we've been saying it for a long time, but then I think that sometimes I do smoke a fag and think, oh, it tastes disgusting, my hair stinks, my fingers smell, like, why have I done that? But then other times I'll be sitting outside and I like just...
really
like,
enjoy it.
Yeah.
So do I, especially when it's chaos indoors, and I go out for a fag and I just think, taking that 5 minutes.
It is that little 5 minutes of...
Yeah, me time, of quiet.
But then is it the cigarette or is it just having 5 minutes away from the situation? Do you know what I mean? So we're confusing it with it being the dopamine of having a fag.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, maybe it's not.
Not the greatest.
I find I get addicted to... If I like something, but that's part of ADHD, I will eat it like constantly. Then I just won't have it.
Then you don't like it anymore, yeah.
Or like a drink, or so I will,
I'm a bit like that.
But then once I've had enough
or
of
an
it...
activity of something as well. I'm well into colouring. I've got like 5 colouring books. I bought one of them packs with that you pay about 30 quid for these pens into it every night, and then all of a sudden I think, no. Or a game on my phone, I'll be so far, like level 200, nearly complete, and then all of a sudden I just think, I don't want to play it anymore. And then I delete it.
Yeah, I'm like that.
My brain just weird. Weird with things. Don't know if I could eat the same thing all the time though. Go through stages where I like something more.
Yeah, I'm very. I'll get something. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's like that jacket potato we had the other day. I feel like I need to go back.
So
and
do
have
I.
It again.
So do I. I want to try a different topping.
It, but then I feel like they need more toppings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do. Maybe you could mix them up.
I think addiction as well. Do you think it's... I don't know this, so this is just a genuine question I'm asking you and you, that you can inherit. It's like, you know, an addiction.
I think you can inherit personality traits. Inherit. I felt like I said that wrong then.
No, that's
personality traits. So I would say, yeah. If it's certain...
I grew up with my dad, my biological father, being a drug addict. So I saw that, and it was just one thing in my mind that I just knew that I didn't want that life. And I think that's why I'm constant. And I do sometimes I think I've definitely got it from him. But my mum's addicted to fucking bingo on her phone. So, do you know, she got it as well, and now I've got double
You've got double dose.
You know, like, but I do look at me and my sister and my dad, and I think, has it all come from from him?
Hereditary.
So to speak.
Yeah, I think it is. You inherit other personality things from them.
I think the thing with addiction as well is that you don't realise when you're in an addiction, the people around you that are also getting damaged. When it's a bad addiction and it's impacting on your life, people's life, mental health and stuff like that, I think that's something that addicts find very hard to take in and take in and realise the damage that they're doing to people around there. I think because when you become an addict, you become a very, very selfish person.
Yeah, I don't think they realise.
I
don't think they can see, what they're doing to everyone else, because it is, like you said, like a selfish thing that you're just like, but I need it and I want to do it.
So I have someone close to me who was an addict, but when they're not, they are the most like loveliest person, would do anything for everyone. But when I know that they're on it, I can't have nothing to do with them, because I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but I also think it makes you want to punch their head in.
Of why are you doing
certain
this?
things that they do, and you think like, why, like, you know. But then when they're not, you think, oh, I miss this. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, it must be difficult.
I think anyone who's an addict as well, I feel like you don't ever stop becoming an addict.
What do you mean? So just fighting it constantly?
Yeah, you're always going to. So I feel like I'm always going to be an alcoholic, because I know that I've got a problem with alcohol. Yeah. So even though it was many years ago that I was an alcoholic, and obviously I've had children and my life's changed and I'm in control, but I still know the alcoholic traits are well and truly
You know that
in me,
that it could be there,
that
but
if I didn't have control of it,
now.
I could easily
slip back
to just drinking 3, 4, 5 bottles of wine a night. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I have two glasses at night, and
that's it.
And that's it. But even that, now I'm thinking, but now I'm as soon as I'm coming in, I'm doing dinner, I've got a glass of wine on the go. So am I now an addict again? Am I addicted to it again? I'm always going to be an alcoholic, but do I now have a problem?
That's because you punish yourself, though, with everything. Have a night where you don't have one.
I didn't have one yesterday.
Well,
do you know what? I sat on my bed and I actually felt really proud of myself,
because you know you're still in control.
I've not had a drink today.
Yeah.
Like, I've been a good girl. So that's why I think I'm rewarding myself, so that then I must have a problem.
Yeah, but it's just being in control. Like you said, you've had a problem with it before, and you always feel like it's kind of going to be there and you need to think about it. Then you are in control, because it's not dependent on it. Do you know what I mean? You can go to bed and be like, no, I didn't have one today, I'm fine.
Well done, Brady.
Yeah, well done. You are way too hard on yourself with everything, I think.
I know.
Straight away you do, just like, oh, I've done this. It's really not that bad, anything.
Do you know what it is? 'Cause you know, sometimes you just see people's lives and you think, oh, they don't smoke, they don't drink, they go to the gym.
Boring, I'm joking. That's really bad, I was like, right now.
But do you know what? You know, like a lot of people, it's become very, very popular to do this whole detox thing where people are not drinking for a year and all stuff like that. And I see people and I think, like, I'd love to do that. And then I think, but me and Ruby have got so much planned.
But we have fun. We have fun during the day as well. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's bad. We don't go mad. The other day we was in bed by 11:30.
Someone was throwing up.
Yeah. That was a bad night. But we have a bit of fun. We enjoy being with each other and talking crap with no kids around us.
Do you think maybe we should go out one night and not drink, go out and have...
Okay, as an experiment.
Some food, go to like a club or wherever, you know, that's open like a bit later.
Like
and
bar or something. But a bar and not drink. All right, okay.
Do you reckon... Straight away she's like, this is going to be fucking boring.
I'm awkward.
Normally we're like this, having a dance that we'd be like that for the whole night.
I'm like, oh, I'm really uncomfortable. You know, like when I worry about what I look when I'm sober, when I'm drunk, I'm like, woo!
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't see anyone else around us. We just talk crap and dance crap together.
That's what I love.
Sober, I'll be like, oh.
Right, let's go on to my Insta where I asked a few people questions. What, if and when you've had an addiction, what is it? Was addicted to heroin and pills, but I've been clean for 22 years, but still struggle every day. So that's what I was saying, that it is
still always going to be there. It's a fault, even 22 years later.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I feel like once you have that label of being an addict of something, no matter how long you've been clean for, you are still subconsciously an addict because you are fighting.
It's so easy to slip back as well.
You know, especially when a lot of the things as well, a lot of people that become addicts when life's going really shit and that, and then when they're not an addict and you've got to deal with everyday life problems without going back. So that is what a lot of addicts struggle with, and that's why a lot of addicts end up falling off the wagon because they're trying to live a life that they don't know how to live.
Yeah.
You know, without...
Fight your demons yourself rather than using an escape.
To do it. Just want to say well done for 22 years for the lady that commented that. Still have a habit, smoking cigarettes. I've cut down, but just can't break the fag habit.
Yeah. I give up all 3 of my pregnancies.
I do as well. The day I find out, I don't drink, smoke, do anything
nothing
like that.
Yeah. And then after, it was a bit like, but I want one and I can have one now, so I'm going to have one.
So I'm going to have one.
So it is still there, because that's 9 months of nothing.
Nothing. And then as soon as the baby's out, you're like,
yes, please. I used to sneak around as well and have one.
I was thinking the other day, maybe I would try and cut down to 3 fags a day. You know, like 1 with the morning coffee, 1 at lunchtime, 1 with dinner, after dinner.
Sorry. Sorry.
3 fags.
That's me scared that for 3 a day.
Like that become.
What? Don't make me do this with you.
I was going to say, that's why you're so scared, because you know I'm going to say brave.
We're doing it together.
Do it with me, we do it together. I do think that cutting down, actually I don't.
I think it's a good idea. I think I cut down since...
It'd be easier for you to cut down and then stop. As for me, like you said, I'm just
go cold
wake
turkey.
Up, that's it, had enough, not doing it anymore.
I've cut down since we gave up and then I fouled. I've definitely cut down because I used to have to have one before I went to sleep. And I mean, like, I could have had one at 9:30, and if I'm going to bed at 9:45, I'd have to have another one because it was before bed. Have to. Whereas now I don't. I could have one at 8:30 and then go to bed at 10 and be fine. Do you know what I mean? That's a step forward for me.
Wait till the summer.
Yeah, that's different. Summer's hard work.
Because you don't mind going outside and having fags.
No.
Warm,
well, you're sitting out there.
You're like that, you think I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah. The other day my teeth were chattering. I've got a dressing gown on. In the summer, because you spend all day outside, it's easy to you eat outside in restaurants. It's just easy to go.
We need to go out for just eating outside, having a cigarette, having a little cocktail, just...
See, you want to go out for a night out with no drink and no cigarettes. I'm going to sit at the table. Let's go and sit inside.
I guarantee you we'd be there for about an hour and we'll go, fuck it, get drinks in.
Just have one.
Addicted to Pepsi Max and chocolate.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I've got a food addiction. I've spent my whole life yo-yo dieting, and it is bloody hard work to just go...
So I've got an eating disorder, so I've got bulimia, but I'm addicted to I purge. So that'll be a whole nother show, but I'm addicted. So that's why I stopped smoking weed, because I found that when I was smoking, I was getting the munchies, eating loads, purging, going to bed. So I thought, right, if I give up that, maybe I'll stop eating shit at night and stop purging.
Yeah.
And I've not smoked since the 14th of July. And because I'm in, don't know whether it's an addicted routine, habit, whatever, I still sit on my bed for my Emmerdale, eat shit, purge at 9, go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'm still
Part
in
of
that same circle. So I'm thinking, why have I give up my nighttime habit then? Because I thought giving that up would help my other habit.
Yeah.
But this is why it's just so. Even my husband said, "You are so complicated.
Yeah.
Like it's so."
Your brain's up.
And but everything just links to everything.
Yeah.
Like there's all, like, how do I break all of these without having a mental fucking breakdown?
Like trial and error, like you're doing. Take one and see if that fixes
I've stopped
that one.
one, started that one, but that one's carrying on. So clearly that one weren't the problem with that problem.
Yeah.
So do I start that problem to give up this problem again? But then am I going to be worse with that? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so part of me is thinking, fuck it, I'm 40 now.
Do what you fucking
I'm
want.
probably only going to be another 20, 30
You're not
years,
40
so.
yet. Don't say things like that. Listen, you've got to last 10 years longer than me, so we go at the same time.
Well, so I've got to last to 90, you're going to be around 80.
80, that's fine. 80 is plenty of time for me.
Trixie said to me the other day, I'll tell you, when I said I hope I last till I'm about 80, she went, that's a long time to be alive, isn't it? So I said, what's a good time, Trix? She said, about 63. No, she said 60. I said, Nanny's 63. She said, oh. I said, exactly.
Yeah,
she went,
don't realise.
I said, exactly.
Don't realise how old they are, do they? I feel like nans and great nans and all that ain't as old as they was when we was younger.
Because when we was younger, we were talking about this the other day. When I was like in my early 20s and I'd look at someone who's 40, I'd think they're a proper adult.
Yeah.
Now I'm there and I'm thinking, am I that proper adult?
Yeah, because
like,
I'm not.
Do I look like the proper adult?
My birthday the other day, I was like, do I need to be a woman now? Do I have to start wearing like grown-up dresses and boots and things? I'm just not there yet. It just never happened.
Well, I put an outfit on the other day. I said to Trix, is this all right? She said, yeah, you look really nice. I said, am I too old for this? She said, no. I said, you sure?
She'd tell you as well, so you're all right.
Had a bad addiction with putting things in the bin if they don't look or sit right in my home.
I've seen that, or like watched videos on it, like an OCD thing. So if it didn't slot right in the fridge, even if they'd just been food shopping, they'd throw it in the bin because it didn't sit right.
Fit in a...
Yeah. See?
So this is like addiction, is like...
It's such a range, isn't it?
Yeah. I am addicted to... Me having an email address is the worst thing in the fucking world. Because when you buy something, you put your fucking email in.
Yeah.
10% off or half price, or Brady, we've got a deal for you. And I'm like... It's £50 reduced to £20. I need that.
Yeah.
What do I need that for? I have no idea. Look what I brought yesterday. Went to the charity shop. Bought a little marble thing with a clear lid, which I had no idea.
Like what you put cakes in, but you've got a big one that you put cakes in.
Yeah, but this one's about this big. And I got home, I said, Mum, she said, what have you brought that for? I said, I don't actually know what it is, but I just really like it. I said, what's it for? She said, it's for cheese. Since when do you keep the cheese in the fridge?
I don't know.
You won't have cheese on the side, would you?
No, maybe I suppose so you ain't got to cover the cheese in the fridge. No, like a little cheese board.
Yeah.
On one of them in the fridge.
That would make your fridge would stink.
Oh, it'd be all knocked
Especially with
over.
the blue
Yeah, the
cheese
cheese
that
that you
I
have,
like.
I just have cheddar. Plain cheddar in the middle.
You'd have all bite marks from
Yeah.
Dixie.
Yeah, I would.
Someone's wrote biscuits,
Oh, yeah.
Red Bulls and smoking.
A lot of people say Red Bull.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't.
Don't entertain
Never
it.
started that, yeah.
I started drinking Red Bull when I drink me AU Red Cherry. Which
I
I'm
used to drink
obsessed
vodka
with
Red
that.
Bull.
But Red Bull, I don't know, I drink it. I think, actually, the tropical flavours that they brought out.
I don't like them.
Oh, yeah, see, I like them.
They're
I
not.
could drink them.
No, they don't taste like Red Bull, though.
Yeah,
What's
but that's
the
why
point?
I like them.
No,
It's
for
because
me,
you still get the buzz, I'm guessing.
I used to really like Red Bull, but I think the calories in it's not worth it for me.
Are they high?
Yeah. I think the sugar-free ones are probably all right, but I just think, no.
I think smoking
start
is
something.
like one of the biggest ones out there.
I think smoking is probably the most common.
Someone said alcohol, really bad. See, how bad? Do you drink it how I drink it, and we're both on the same page now? Like, you know, we're both thinking, have we got a problem, or are you drinking it in a...
I don't think I enjoy having a cocktail. I like a cocktail. I could have a cocktail indoors. I could have one of them little canned cocktails indoors. I would enjoy that. I wouldn't open a bottle of wine indoors and enjoy that. I think.
Yeah, see, I do.
Is it because you're older than me though, and I've still
Fuck
got a young
off.
palate?
I've got the maturer tongue right now.
You have with your red wine.
I know, I'm doing well
I
with that.
want to try that one that you said you liked. See if I like it. The new one.
But any red wine that I'm getting now, I'm mixing it with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I love
it's
Dr.
so
Pepper.
nice.
Don't let me try it. I'll be drinking it at home.
I just feel like I look sophisticated
feel
with
posh.
my wine glasses from the charity shop.
And you red wine in it. She's got Dr Pepper with it though.
No one knows that though, do they?
Don't tell anyone. You told Darwin on
just
TikTok.
looks like a red wine.
But if I'm having a drink out, let's get drunk. That's bad, ain't it?
Yeah, cause I don't go out for a social drink. What's the fucking point? Unless obviously we're having like a lunch in the daytime.
Oh yeah, then I would have
like
it. Yeah, I'd enjoy that.
Of wine, and then obviously go to do the school run. But I couldn't go out and say, right, let's just go out and have something to eat. We'll have a couple, and we'll go home.
Depends, because if we had the kids with us, we would.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously with the kids.
If we had the kids and we went out for dinner, and Jack's driving and all that, then we'd be like, oh yeah, go on, we'll have a glass of wine. We might get 2. And then I'd go home. So we can do that.
But then I'd come home and then have 2 glasses in the eyes.
I'd come home and be like, whoo, 2 glasses of wine.
Go to bed.
Vodka lemonade, I could drink a few of them.
Smoking cannabis. But I have given it up 6 months ago. I do miss it as it helps with a lot of health issues. See, I completely agree with this. And I know that there's been research saying that cannabis and ADHD and all stuff like that is not good for you. But my mind, especially because I don't take medication, is
on the
constantly like just... While I'm doing this, I'm thinking about my appointment that I've got in an hour. I'm thinking about what I've got to do this afternoon. I'm thinking about, like, my mind is just constantly, always got shit going on. And when I used to have a smoke, just them first few puffs, and it's like your brain just goes,
yeah, just a bit
and
of
it
peace.
just calms down, and everything that's worrying you and stressing you out and that is not a big deal anymore. It will be in the morning when you wake up, but it just gives your brain a time to just rest, calm, recalculate, recharge your mental mileage, just and all stuff like that. But any meds that I tried from the doctors and that, they didn't make me feel like that. They just zoned me out to a point where I had no personality. Someone would say you'd won the lottery. I'd go, have I? They'd say your mum's died. I'd go, is she? Like there was nothing there. And that's why I stopped taking it, because I didn't want that. But how weed makes you feel, especially if you're like a nighttime smoker, not one that does it all the time, I'm guessing all the time makes you feel like it just calms it down. And that's one thing that I do miss, is that I still feel like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, my brain's still stressed out with shit that's gone on through the day and what I've got to do tomorrow, and I'm going to bed stressed out. Do you know what I mean?
But I have that. But I also have this panic that if someone wants to take that away, then who's going to do it? Who is going to worry about where the kids have got to be, or what they've got to do, or what needs to be done in the morning? No one. I don't want anyone to take that away from me. I need to do that, otherwise my kids, otherwise they're not going to be safe. My anxiety, I need that so that I get shit done.
You would still get it done.
But who's going to panic and worry if I don't?
But that's the thing. Maybe you need to do things without the panic and the worry. That's what I'm saying. Because we panic and worry about stuff that doesn't really need to be panicked and worried about. But then I'd just be like, yeah. If I get to that point, when I get to it, whereas I'm like, right, she's got this, she's got that. I need to do that. I need to do this. I'm still on the ball with everything. Get that done. But just the little
because it's just a night time, isn't it?
I couldn't smoke it throughout the day. I couldn't do what I need to do in the day.
I wouldn't be able to do anything.
My eyes would be like piss holes in the snow, like that.
I'd be eating all day. I'd be going to sleep, probably be sick. Yeah, I'm not good. I'd be able to hold my head up.
Someone said my addiction is narcissistic men.
Oh, I know a few people who have got that.
That can be an addiction, though. When you go for a particular type and you get addicted to finding the ones that you feel like need help. And you're gonna improve. You're gonna make them become the better person.
Jack says I'm like that as a person. Obviously not with men, because I've only been with him. But he's like, you just love to find people you think I can help them. I'm like, shut up! No, I don't.
You don't.
People draw themselves to me.
Because you don't know how to say no.
Yeah, I'm too nice, and then people want to talk to me.
I'll help you out. Don't worry.
And then I'm like, Brady,
help me.
You help me.
Someone has said that being alone, they find that can help Hold on, wait there. Being alone sometimes helps them give up their addiction.
Take away all the distractions from everywhere else, I suppose.
Yes, me being alone makes it fucking worse.
I feel like that would make it worse in a lot of cases, being on your own. You're alone with your own thoughts, you're not busy.
Yeah.
You know, if you're busy with other things, fills your space.
Someone said, I'm still addicted and I'm still fat. This was the person that commented about the Coke and the biscuits. Well, there's time.
It's what I don't buy any food that I like in my house. Don't buy any snacks that I like.
So you purposely do that
because I'll eat them.
Yeah.
I would binge and eat all of it, so I don't. Clearly, I still eat something. I'm not saying I don't eat anything. Clearly, but like I'll buy the chocolate bars that I know that the girls and Jack like, but the ones that I don't like, because otherwise I'd eat it. I don't buy biscuits because I would be the only one that ate them.
Yeah, see, I'm not.
You can give and take with food, can't
you?
You could have a little bite and then leave it. Like, if I had a bag of crisps, I'd eat all of them.
At night time is when I eat shitloads, and I feel like maybe that's because I'm making up because I've starved myself. Because this is a routine that I got in when I used to smoke, is that I wouldn't eat anything all day long.
And wait for then.
That I would know what I was going to be eating at night, and then I would absolutely eat shitloads that I felt sick. Then I would purge. And then it's only recently that I've switched my lunches with Brady's.
Yeah, but that's why you started the lunch with Brady, weren't it?
To get you to eat. Eating through the day, which they do help. But I get people all the time. So I've got body dysmorphia, and I get people all the time. They're like, "Why are you so skinny? You eat so much." When I do a video, I have 2 bites of a sandwich.
Yeah,
Once I've cut the video, I don't eat no more.
I know, because I come round to see it.
Like, you know, I don't eat anymore. And I literally, if I've got a sandwich and I'm hungry, I think, right, if I'll just eat half of the sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and keep that down. Because if I eat a whole sandwich, I know I'm throwing the whole lot up. So I have to, you know, if I go out for something to eat, I can miss out on potatoes and carbs and stuff like that. And then I can eat. And the thing is, I love vegetables and salad and stuff like that. It's not like I'm a fussy fucking eater.
No, you're
so
not.
I can eat healthy stuff. But it's a feeling that I have, which that'll be a whole other thing that we go into with eating disorders.
Oh, mate, if we talk food and eating disorders, we'd be here for 3 hours between me and you.
TikTok, I could scroll for hours and hours.
Yeah, that's me. Not addicted, because I've got the kids, so I've always got something else. But like, say Jack's not there or something, and I'll lay down and I think, oh, I'll get up and I'll do that and I'll do that. And then next thing I think, oh, it's bedtime now.
I don't, and I think to myself, right, let me just have a quick look at this before I go and get the washing out. And I'm like, fuck, I've got to do a school run.
Yeah, I know, it's been hours. I quite enjoy it though, sitting in silence on my own, watching absolute crap.
A lot of people said I haven't. The one who said the NAS cold turkey was hard at first. So that's what I do, just go with cold turkey. But I feel like for that you do have to be very mentally mind strong for that. The person who is addicted to the narcissistic men said, I still haven't given it up. Right, guys, that is us for this morning. Thank you for tuning in and listening.